Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode on our complete reading of Srimad Ramayanam. So, in the last episode, we have seen the questions that were asked by Maharshi Valmiki to Muni Narada. Again, we also discussed as to how a sage like Valmiki, when he meets a sage like Narada, Valmiki, who is a tapasvi himself, Narada, who is Naram Dadati iti Narada, who actually can remove the ignorance of all the people with jnana, such Narada and Valmiki, when they both are talking, why would they talk about any other normal human being? Then what are these qualities about? What are these qualities which Valmiki, he has asked about a person with 16 qualities, right? He said, Konvasmin Sampratam Loke. Sampratam means who is alive now. Now. Sampratam means actually now. So he was asking as to who has all these 16 qualities and is alive now so that I can go and meet. So this is what Valmiki has asked. And so, what are those qualities as such? And are they celestial qualities? Are they qualities of the God? Well, that's what we are going to explore now today. So, the first quality that was asked was Gunavan. What is Gunavan? See, Gunavan means actually one who has got good qualities. He's already asking for 16 qualities. Then why is he asking for another? He's again saying Gunavan here. So, the Gunavan or the supreme quality of any human being is Shila Sampada. Shila Sampada is, see, by the virtue of our birth, by the virtue of being born into a family, by the virtue of studying something, by the virtue of earning something in our lives, we have certain social strata in our society. For example, somebody might be very well read, somebody might be born into an aristocratic family, somebody would have been born into a very, very rich trading family. All these are things that give you some social status. A person who is highly educated gets a good social status. A person who is born into a family that's ruling, at least in the previous days, if he was born into the family of kings or aristocracy or nobility, he would have certain social status. And a person who has earned a lot of money just by the virtue of having a lot of money or being born into a very rich family, pretty rich family, he also has some social status. Now, when you are having such a social status, if you can still go beneath your status, if you can go across the social strata of the society, and if you can still make friends and make true friendships with them, that's Sausilia. Because the important point here is, irrespective of what you are gifted with in your life, if you can still look at a person's quality, if you can look at the person's qualities, if you find the person to be a good person, if you can forget everything that comes in the between and still be friends with that person, that is having good Shila Sampada. And one who has good Shila Sampada, he is Sushila or Saushilya. Now, does Rama have that Saushilya? Yes. Now let us have a look at Rama's friends. According to Ramayana, Rama has three big friends. So the first of them is Guha. Now who is Guha? Guha is a small chieftain who lives in a place called Shrungi Berapura. He's a Nishada. He does few things. One, he goes into the jungles and hunts for food. Two, he actually has a lot of people who are under him, a small village, so the hamlet and the people around him and he has about 30-40 boats through which he can ferry people across the river Ganges or Ganga. So this is what Guha is. So in any, when you look at the comparison between him and Sri Ramachandra Prabhu, Sri Rama was born into the Surya Vamsha, the lineage of Surya. The Vamsha starts with Surya Bhagavan himself, and till Rama, until Lavakusha, it actually goes. So it's a wonderful lineage he was born into. He was born into the ruling family of Kosala, right? And the Ikshvaku Vamsha, that's the Surya Vamsha or the Ikshvaku Vamsha, they have been ruling Kosala and Ayodhya. I mean, Ayodhya being the capital of the Kosala kingdom, and they were fierce warriors. They have a very big reputation for themselves. And then Rama was very well educated, and he was born into richness. Dasharatha Maharaja, he had ruled for 60,000 years, and Rama is his son. So, in all aspects, Rama is much more higher than the social strata of Guha. And even Guha, he had some problems also in his life. Now, Guha, he actually, just when he did not want to hunt, or when he was a little lazy to hunt, what was Guha doing? He used to make the picture, or he used to make a small an object which looked like a deer, okay, a female deer and a male deer, and he used to make it so well that any male deer that saw it, it used to think that it's a female deer, and it used to come near that female deer, or the object which is looking like a female deer. It used to try to touch that female deer, and that was the trap. The male deer used to fall into the trap. Guha simply used to catch hold of the deer and kill and eat it. So, we can't exactly say that Guha has all the best of the qualities, but Guha was a person who could do anything for a friend. And probably that was the reason why Rama had such wonderful friendship with Guha. And you know what? When Rama was being, for Sri Rama Pattabhisheka, when Rama was being made the king, Lord Rama invites Guha, and to send the invitation, he doesn't send anybody else, but he sends the most important man for him, which is Lord Hanuman. So that's the amount of respect Rama gave to Guha. And then people might ask, when did they both become friends? Probably after Rama completed his Gurukula, after he got married. There was about 12 years of time where Rama was there in the capital, Ayodhya, and probably around that time Rama would have gone hunting, or Rama would have gone, going around the kingdom, and probably that's when Rama and Guha became friends. And I'm telling you, the amount of friendship, Rama also does not have any condescending attitude or anything towards Guha. It's never like, okay, I am the prince, he is just a normal man. No, nothing like that. Rama did not have such an attitude at all towards Guha, because when Rama was going for the Vanavas, Guha comes. I mean, when Rama reaches Srungaveripura, Guha comes running, and Rama looks at him, and Rama just puts his hand up and he says, Architas Chaiva Hristascha, means, I am considering that you have already, welcomed me, and I am already happy. I have already considered that to be done. Again, Rama says, you are, he says, you are Atma Samasakha, which means you are, you are like the equal to me when it, in all terms, and you are my friend. So this is Saushalya. This is where Rama shows that, as long as a person has good qualities, as long as a person is a good man, yeah, there may be one or two bad things in him, but still, as long as he's a good person, I will go and make friends with him. So the best example here is Guha. Now, okay, Guha is still a human. Still in a human form, so we can still accept it. Now, let us have a look at Rama's second big friend, that's Sugriva. Now, Sugriva, he's a Vanara by birth, right? And there are slokas in Ramayana where Lakshmana says, Sugrivam Saranangataha, Sugrivam Nadhamichyati. There are two places where Lakshmana says these two things. Essentially means that Rama actually accepted Sugriva as a king. So again, just to help Sugriva, Rama took a Lokaninda. Lokaninda is something which, which people normally criticize you for. What happened? Rama went behind a tree and killed Vali. Even today, people criticize him for that. Knowing all this, Rama still went and did that for his friend, which is Sugriva. Again, Rama and Sugriva, they both put fire in front of them, and then they take and they make their vows, saying that, what, from today, your suffering is my suffering, your happiness is my happiness, and my happiness is our happiness, and my sorrow is our sorrow. So they both actually do this in front of fire, and they take and they say ekam dukkham sukham chanau, right? Okay, and then when Vali dies and Sugriva is weeping, Rama, who is beside Sugriva, he also cries, looking at the trouble that his friend is having. See, all this is one thing. Sugriva, Rama, both of them, they cross the sea along with a lot of Vanaras. They go and they assemble outside Lanka for that big fight that is going to happen. Now Ravana comes to the ramparts of his fort, and from there he tries to assess the army of his enemy. Looking at Ravana, Sugriva becomes so angry. He says, "This is the idiot who kidnapped my friend's wife. I'll teach him a lesson." Saying this, Sugriva jumps onto that rampart where Ravana was there and starts a small fight with him. Actually, he gives a good number of blows to Ravana, but then when Ravana again comes back and he starts gaining the upper hand, Sugriva quickly comes back to the side of Rama. Now, at this point of time, Rama says something very, very important. He says, Tvayi kinchit samapanne kinkaryam sitaya mama, which essentially means, Sugriva, if something happens to you, if you are hurt, if something bad happens to you, what is the purpose, or what is the happiness that I would get even if I get back Sita? So, which essentially Rama is saying here is, the sorrow that something bad has happened to you will always stay with me. Look at the open heartedness of Rama. Look at the Sausilya of Rama. And when Rama meets Sugriva, he was actually in exile. So that's the beauty of Rama's friendships. That's Sausilya, right? Now, e- even we can accept Sugriva, say he also went through the same trouble as Rama. His wife was also taken away forcibly from him. We can still empathize a little. But now look at the other thing, the third friend. The third friend is Vibhishana. Now, Vibhishana was the brother of the man who kidnapped Rama's wife, but he had good qualities. And just because he had good qualities and he was able to stand by what was right, what was dharma, Rama made friendship with him. The friendship went to such an extent that the Ranganatha Swami, worshipped by Lord Rama and all his forefathers, that Rama gives it to Vibhishana so that Vibhishana can worship it. So it's like giving away a family treasure. Now look at all three of Rama's friends. Guha, yeah, he had his minor misgivings, but he stood for dharma, because when Bharata comes searching for Rama, Guha says if Bharata is, and Guha sees him from a distance, then he tells his men, if Bharata is coming with a bad intention to harm Rama, if he is going against dharma, I am going to fight Bharata. So Guha had such a strong feeling towards dharma. That was the greatest quality that Guha had, that he always stood by dharma. Sugriva always stood by dharma, Vibhishana always stood by dharma, and with that one quality, Rama only saw for that one quality, where whether they are standing for dharma or not, whether they are righteous in their conduct or not. And once he figures out that they are righteous in their conduct, it doesn't matter to Rama as to which part of the society or social strata they belong to. He just makes friends with them, and he stays a true friend for them throughout. Now this is Gunavan. This is what Valmiki Maharshi asked when he said Gunavan. So he was looking for someone who has all these good gunas, or the first guna of Sausilya. Okay, so now we have covered Sausilya part here. Now in the next episode, we'll go towards the next guna or the next quality, which is Viryavan. Jai Shri Ram. Om Tat Sat. Jai Shri Ram.